Hello, hello, hello. Hi, friends. From the top. Hi, Decapo GG on first. Hi, Slugma. Hi, Golden. Hi, Sniff. Going down the list. Hi, Turtle. What do you mean so late? This is my normal time. Hi, Rez. How are we all doing today? Actually, this is earlier for me than normal, honestly. I'm an hour early because my mom is at the gym and I can jump on earlier today. So, this is the antithesis of what you think it is. I'm a whole hour early. She be out in the gym just working on her fitness. I'm her witness. Yeah, you got her number, Rez! Congratulations, Rez! I love that for you. Yes, a romance drama! Give me a good news on a Monday! Oh! Even better! Congratulations, Rez! Bag that cutie now, Rez. Did you give it to her? Did you give her the number? Also, I gotta say, I'm loving this playlist I threw on for today. So you're texting. So what I'm hearing is you're texting. Sniff, I don't have time to fuck around. I'm here to find out, okay? I'm skip the fuck around phase. I'm at the find out phase. Sniff, this drama has been going on for like what, at least 6 months, Rez? Like at least 6 months. Also, this fucking slaps. I'm loving the harmonies on this. Yeah, Rez, I think you were just not picking up what she was putting down. Hold on, I'm pausing this because we're gonna go straight into game. But first, how was everyone's weekend? How's everyone's start to their week? How we doing, gang? Gang. You went to I've never even been to a Ren Fair yet. You're a wizard, Rez. Oh, okay, bye, Turtle. No, Gracie, I'm so sorry. I did say hi to you, Turtle, and I did say that it was my regular time, so I hope you have a good rest of whatever you're doing. She's like a pirate with a peg leg! My heart. My absolute heart. Give Gracie so much extra love for me today. But you have to tell her it's from Allie. Please do. If you catch a photo, please try to remember to send it. And if not, just give her extra love for me. You gotta say, this love is from Allie in Canada. And then smother her in it. Comprende, Sniff? Thank you. I hope she recovers quickly. How's how's everyone else doing? How are things going? What's good in Applewood? I don't know. I don't feel right saying the hood, so I wasn't gonna say that one. We can go, yeah, well, yeah, fair enough, sometimes. Okay, so I know I said this yesterday, but some people weren't here. My dumbass got sunburn on the back of my knees. Like a fool. Like a damn idiot. Like, truly. A rock that looks like a candied orange slice. Where is Seaside? No, not one knee, Sniff. Both knees. Knee plural. Both of my knees, spending an hour in the sunlight, became red. Because I am what? A fool. A great fool. Where did Golden Cream go? I saw them come in, and then I said hi to them, and they disappeared. Plural title of your Puritan sex tape. Oh no. You know what? It's just giving more credit to my love of vampires. It makes sense. I don't like Catholicism. I love vampires. I love being indoors and in the dark. The only thing I can't get up with is that I fucking love garlic. I am such a garlic girly. You could not, like, I couldn't stop eating garlic. Sometimes Sniff, sometimes it does. Most times it just returns to white. Like, it's already improved a lot. My knees do not, the back of my knees do not look brown. They look like they are going back to the rest of my color. I'm just not someone who tans, you know? I'm Spanish and Italian, and yet my entire system said, nah, treat her like a white girl. Treat her like the whitest girl, actually. Treat her like, oh, like that, but that's fine. Oh, that does look like a candied, oh, wait, where's Seaside? That's the one you gotta be tagging. Rez, you gotta tag Seaside. Seaside's the rock man. I don't think I've ever really been properly, like, tan. I get, like, a little bit of color, but I don't really tan. I just become, like, less white, but never brown, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? I just changed to a different shade of white. I think is the best way to describe what I go through. I think that's the most sufficient way to describe what I do to my. Anywho, I should probably play this, huh? Before I become Izzy and I do 2 hours, 2 hours of an intro. I would never. I don't think I could hold your attention for that long. Anywho, what's it? Play. Yeah, we're on this one. Rainy day. That's right, I got a new clock. Who are you? New character alert. Oh, that means I gotta decide. No, we're not deciding a voice. Good mythical morning. It's well past noon. It's still morning somewhere. Plus, a wizard doesn't care about things like time. Time's not only relative, but also flexible. Like a gummy worm. One time, I actually tried breaking through the space-time continuum using a loophole through the primordial vortex. And did it work? No. But almost. I would have needed a drip of primordial sea to enhance the curvature, and that should have done it. But I mean, you can gush. I'm just not gonna read it all on stream because I also got to do the voice acting. My voice is gonna be taxed today. No access to the primordial sea. Bummer. I heard that's not very easy to get. Theopractically it is. Theopractically? Practically in theory. Duh. Duh! You know what's duh? I'm gonna fucking take your head and punt it into the starless sky. Ah, that makes sense. I get it. You do? No, actually. That's to be expected. This is Gale! Oh no, I'm having Gale flashbacks! What is it with male wizards and acting like they're better than you? Ah! Ah! No offense, but you clearly are a adult wizard! No! No! Ah! Why is it always male wizards? Why is it always male wizards? Yeah, if he wants a shoe, feed him a good kick to the face. And who are you to judge that? Oh, you know, just a reputable wizard myself. Of course, I shouldn't be giving him my own voice. I should give him like the fucking nerdiest voice I have. Like, of course, I have a magnificent wizard name, but you can call me Hex. No, I'm not gonna do it because that's too hard. No need to overcomplicate things. I'm a male wizard. I'm so fucking smart. Nice to meet you, Hex. Fucking. Nice to meet you too. No, I don't wanna fuck away. They lose their power. So Rez, are you a wizard then? You're about to lose your card, potentially. Just Innkeeper for now. Alright, well then, Innkeeper, how about a super wheezy breezy drink for me? Any flavors you might fancy? What, Rez? What? Maybe something, something that'll make me focus more and perhaps help me better understand the primordial vortex. Hi, Boom! How you doing today? I hope you had a good Monday. Oh, it's a veritable party! It's a party! Holy shit! Sorry, I'm seeing it right now. Also, is that a bird on your hand? Yeah, this is, ironically, we don't make coffee. We make potions, which means I could just pour in a bunch of alcohol and say it's gonna give you magic powers. Gotcha. He wants something of the brainy variety, is that what I'm... Is it actually? Hold the coffee then. Got it. Okay, yeah, it was. I need big stonkin' brain. Which I think is the Sparkling Nebula. I was 18 years old, my heart. Maybe if I give this asshole some charm juice, he'll stop being an asshole. Is that how things work? That's how things work, right? Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. I can give Andu his daily pets. That's my boy. Look at the shiny eyes. Sniff, you're also so dark in that picture. Considering how I know you now. This should boost your focus like nothing else. Amazing. I can already feel the ideas cooking up. I think I figured out a way to get into that primordial seawater, too. Never mind. That explanation would be too complex to grasp, so... Ugh. What a piece of shit. So? What complex reason brings you to my tavern, Hex? Getting away from the other smartest person in Asteria. And who would that be, Hex? Would it be your master? Does it matter? You tell me. My sister. She's studying and driving me crazy with all her theories. Oh, of course you would say the female wizard is the most annoying person. Wait, look at this thing, Rez. It's a child. That's a child pretending to be the smartest man on Earth. They are so reasonable, you know? No chaos, but there has been a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? Has to be a bit of chaos in everything, doesn't there? I wonder how she gets through life with so much structure. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Structure is the key to everything, young lad. Without structure, there is no chaos, and thus there'd be no entropy. I found entropy to be quite essential in this world. And you are? Oh, how rude of me. Top of the morning to you, lad, and you, innkeeper, is it? Look at his little blush! I love him! This is favorite character of the game. I can already tell. I think his eyebrows are literally bolted into place. That man's hat is probably taller than me. Correct. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too. I suppose you could call me Scully. My actual living name would be too ancient to be spoken out loud. I'm an archivist. Of course you are, dead man. Dead men tell dead tales. At least I used to be. Now I'm dead. Somewhat. Not completely, obviously. Under mysterious circumstances, I happen to still be conscious. So you're undead. Precisely. How? Well, I passed on, and then one day I rose from my grave. It was like a long sleep, completely knackered for thousands of years. At least, I believe it's been thousands of years. What year is it? 1755? His mustache came off! That's brutally long. So, how did you come back to life? I'm not too sure myself. I woke up and walked on like nothing had happened. I thought to myself, might as well explore the world anew. Those who'd risen with me didn't seem to be inhabited by an independent consciousness. And alas, I didn't care. Those who'd risen with you? There are more like you out there? Of course. Undead rarely rise alone. They mostly serve a master. Ren. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. It's good. I'm meeting what is possibly my favorite character in game right now. Hold on. I didn't realize that someone I know screams and I have to yell at them like. I didn't realize that our friend Chris also streams. Yeah, Red, we found Gale, the fucking best and worst character sitting right next to each other. Okay, shh, I'm a bad friend. I'm a bad friend. What is new here, folks? Right. I need to read all of this actually. Oh, Hex. Half-elf, 48, he, him, wizard from Zenith. Oh, I forgot I need the book. I'll be right back. Oh, it's right. No, absolutely. Go send them to Chris. Send them to Chris. I didn't know. If I had known, I would be probably sooner. Oh, the tower. The tower upright. Massive change, upheaval, catastrophe, rebuilding, and revelation. Reversed. Feeling trapped, delaying disaster, fear of pain, and avoidance. We've read Melly's, right? And then Scully, Kin, Skeleton, Age, he, him, Archivist, Everbloom Archives, Chaotic Neutral, the Magician. Oh. Hold on, because that is not normally considered... I don't normally consider that card when I think of my major arcana. Upright, originality, self-confidence, skill, a breakthrough, resourcefulness. Reversed, insecurity, delay, lack of imagination, closed doors, and manipulation. I kind of forget that that one exists. Scully is a Maida, and the personification of a gentleman. And he's, well, dead. Or at least he was dead for quite some time before he rose again, but contrary to his fellow undead, he returned conscious. However, I decided not to bother with that and go my own way. Going south, I passed through Zofford and found a small little tavern. A bit like this one, more nautical in style. They had a lot of fish. I've never been a fan of seafood. Though I got to listen to a lot of the town's gossip. Care to fill me in on that Zofford gossip? Well, apparently a well-known noble married a commoner and decided to run off with her, leaving the family without an heir. But there's more! Fishermen fear that Zofford has been cursed by a sea witch. They say the docks are being haunted by lonely animals that stare blankly at the waves and the moon all night. And during the day they disappear like ghosts. Bit of a weird curse. Fitting for any sea witch or wild sailor's tale. Innkeeper, say, do you have a drink for this undead fella? Please tell me actually that... Yes! Okay, cool. We get to finish off that quest and send someone out for it. A drink and a mop? Just a drink. I won't be needing a mop. Oh my god, there is a cup inside him. He travels with his cup pre-installed. If you say so, what would you like? Something that'll loosen up this non-existent tongue. Something full of charm and appeal. Coming right up. I think it's the Spoken Heart, or 1,000 Winds could work too. But I don't think I have a cup big enough for that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and my cup only does 5, so we're gonna do this one for. Hi, Casey. How are you? How was the... Were you at another convention this weekend? Yes, my boy. Aegis, hello, hello. A real charmer, just for you. Surely, I feel I could conquer worlds with my words alone. Oh? Not that I would ever do that. I care more about words than worlds. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're getting a little break, too. You deserve to enjoy your weekends. Archivist things, you know? I spent most of my life reading, sorting, archiving. That didn't leave a lot of time for dreams of hubris. Are you sure academic hubris is a powerful one? Come on now, that type hardly counts. I'm okay. I I'm sitting on news that I'm hoping will eventually become good news, but right now it's not looking too good, Chief. So I'm just kind of quietly letting it go on in the background, and hopefully it becomes good news, and if not, say la vie. Other than that, just going through my days as usual, though I did get a sunburn on the back of my knees like a fool, but you know me, I don't belong in the sun. Agreed, it's only natural. Oh! I think you've given me an idea, Bone Man. I did? Yes. I burned the back of both of my knees within like an hour. Yes, if I can enhance the aging process of cells, the incubation procedure could... Alright, I gotta go. If my sister asks if you've seen me, no, you didn't. Thanks, bye! Energetic young fella. Indeed. If you don't mind, innkeeper, I'd like to linger here a bit and enjoy the moment. Of course. You're two different colors. How'd you manage that one, Casey? Oh, Fable's here. Well, hold on, Fable. I gotta read more about Hex. Hex is a very impulsive wizard who loves chaos and everything unreasonable. Oh god, Casey. This is like that Friends bit where Ross gets a fake tan, but he only gets it on one side. He is one of the two smartest people in all of Asteria, with the other being his sister, who seems to be his complete opposite. Thanks to him, I also learned a new word. Theopractically. It means practically in theory. Hi, Innkeep. How's it going? Hi, Dad. Everyone say hi to Dad. Everyone in chat right now say hi to Dad. I'm all fine and dandy. How about you, Fable? Very good. Thank you, friends. I'm still very busy helping the farmers rebuild their barns and fences. No, Sniff, it's Casey's actual father. We don't call him Daddy. Also, apparently... Hi, father, correct. Also, apparently a bunch have lost their crops due to how hot the stars were. It's terrible. Seeing all the... Father is correct. Seeing all this destruction is terrible. I've never seen anything like this before either. Historically, the Lady of the Gilded Sea never struck me as someone to unleash baneful omens. Apologies, my manners. It's impolite to burst into a conversation just like that. I'm Scully. Fable? Nice to meet you, Fable. Again, my apologies for the impulsivity. That's all right. I was just surprised you could actually talk. Oh, no offense. I just thought, usually... I feel so bad. Okay, I'm glad he had a good laugh. None taken. Usually skeletons don't speak. Go have fun, Sniff. I'm very looking forward tomorrow. Actually, speaking of Sniff, are clips okay? Sniff, get back here. Are clips okay? Tomorrow we will be at Sniff's channel playing Nancy Drew.
Oh,
this is Sniff. He's a Souls player.
Boy, I feel a little bad about this. Oh my!
Do you still feel bad, Sniff? Do you still feel bad, Sniff? I'm gonna say that as a no. Exactly. Exactly. All right, go enjoy the rest of your night. I'll talk to you tomorrow because I will be working from home tomorrow. Have a good night. Say hi to Gracie and the missus for me. None taken. Usually, skeletons don't speak. Usually, but hardly anything is usual these days. I mean, the stars fell from the sky. Skeletons might as well speak. There are stranger things in this world.
There surely are. Like your drinks, Innkeep. That one really gurgled in my bones.
So you already tried one?
Indeed.
Sometimes they do that. Could you also make me a drink, Innkeeper? I don't want my bones to jingle, but something that enhances my finesse would be nice. You know, you have to be very delicate with zucchini seeds or they'll give up immediately.
Of course, coming right up. The same drink they get every time, and I will never learn how to make it. Not by memory. I know, right? Oh, to feel kinship with the zucchini seed. I hope this tastes refined enough.
This is perfect. You know just what I need, Innkeeper.
Of course I do. After all, you're my favorite regular. Or you're just a regular. Oh, shit. I mean, we're friends with Fable. We could say they're our favorite.
I am?
Yes.
And you're my favorite Innkeeper.
Thank you, Fable. So do you think your farm work will be done soon?
Oh, I hope so. Not that I don't like helping them out. I do, but I think the sooner everyone can get back to a normal life, the better.
You perhaps need a hand. I happen to have two. And I might know a thing or two about crops and fences.
Sure, I could use some help carrying a few things over to Tregarin. My treehouse is just around the corner.
Splendid! Sounds like quite a useful endeavor. I'll gladly indulge.
Thank you. Innkeep, before we go, I have something I wanted to give you.
What do you have for me, Fable?
Some dried honey flowers. The farmers didn't know how to thank me, so they gave me these flowers. And you're always so helpful and nice, I wanted to share them with you. I'm sure you already have at least 4 ideas on how to use them.
Thank you very much, Fable. I'll make sure to put them to good use. So you accept donations for ingredients? Certainly. I can only get my hands on so many infusions myself. What about recipes themselves? It's always good to get more inspiration. Wonderful! In my prior life, I had access to a lot of books about magic and potion mix. I think I still recall my assistant's favorite recipe. Do you store it under your hat? Of course. Where else would I keep it? Zucchini is delicious. Fair enough. Thank you for the recipe. Innkeeper, thanks for being such a patient and pleasant host. I shall be on my way then, with Fable. I would like to see what I just got. Oh, so honeyflower will knock... Ooh, but it does... Ooh, I'm gonna have to start doing math soon, aren't I? But I'll be back, should I not crumble into a pile of bones from one day to the next. Let's hope not. I won't, I'm just joking around.
I hope I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. Anyways, Innkeeper, thank you so much. You are still the highlight of my day, no matter how dark the night. See you around. Let's go, Scully. No time to lose.
Oh, we're getting more people today. Wow, it's gonna be a busy day. Look at his little cape! Did it give me the recipe yet? Nope. That I was able to witness, such a rarity in my lifetime. Immaculate. You would even get excited about a rusty nail. Of course I would. Such a splendid chemical process. The ooze looks so comfy. Did I accidentally forward the time? Metals have a variety of chemical processes. Rust be my least favorite of them. ruined lots of hard work. Does it now? Yup, makes everything porous. Oh! Kyle, Rhea, nice to see you both again. Likewise, dear innkeeper, how has your day been? Can't. I will take a sippy sippy, thank you, Capo. Can't complain, I had some interesting customers today. Ah, like that one distinguished gentleman who crossed us on our way in. Distinguished, yeah. Gentleman, don't know. A giant top hat doesn't make you a gentleman. What makes you a gentleman? Manners? He was quite polite, I recall, greeted me with the tip of his hat. You find everyone polite, even your slime. But Mr. Slime is quite polite. What a peculiar wall clock you have there. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before. It looks just like the clock in Evelyn's living room. It reminds me of all the times I impatiently waited for her to come home after important meetings and banquets. Do you know if that is her clock by any chance? I think that might be a story for another time. Let's not worry about it now, shall we? Okay. Say, innkeep, have you read that letter yet? That'd be a story I'd love to hear right now. Not yet. No. Tragic! I've always loved writing letters. Innkeep, you got a drink for me. Something that'll make me tougher. So I can get through today's babbling. Of course. I think it's the Frosted Lagoon that does the most shield. Mind you, the first snow one does some as well. I want to try and see if I can get this. If I do this, then I do 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. That. No, you're not gonna let me have that? Maybe I could do it with this. Here we go. Oh shit, I made a mistake. Come here, Andu. Do this first. 1. Oh, okay, we do it with infusions. Got it. Fantastic. Thanks, Andu. Now that's what I'm talking about. A real gift to the great dragons. Well, thank you. I gave it my best. Can taste that. I feel sturdier already. I've had my doubts about you, Innkeep, but I must say you know your job. So, how has the day been for you? The usual. Splendid! It was my very first time in centuries out under the rays of the sun. And how did you like it? It's brighter than I thought. The light of the sun, I mean. Ray and I took a day trip to the capital, since I rarely get to see it full of daily life. There were so many people. Too many. Just the right amount for a city. It was so vivid and almost made me feel alive. And everyone was able to admire my beautiful cape. Is that the cape? The cape made of invisibility? It absolutely is. How curious. Does that mean you two are going to Beruvia now? Huh? Why would we want to go there? That was the deal. I help you get your cape so you can attend that fancy Peruvian vampire banquet and get my gold's worth. Oh, but I got that invitation about 500 years ago. Didn't I mention that? Oh, for fuck's sake. No. What about my material then? Well, I can give you the gold right now if you want. Can you accompany me a while longer, though? Ugh, fine. Oh, wonderful. Every second I spend with you brings me tremendous joy. What a great day to be a vampire. I've got my cape back, and I can walk under the sun like mortals do. Say, innkeeper, what have you thought of a new drink? One that would taste as incredible as the gentle and welcoming beams of sunlight feel on your skin. That's kind of a vague description, but I think I might have something in mind already. Ah, wonderful. I wonder if my dear Evelyn would desire to walk in the sunlight as well. Do you know how she's doing? Do you think I could pay her a visit? You shouldn't. I should! The air smells like reconciliation. Do you think that's a good idea? It ain't. It is. Kyle, you've stolen your cape. Do you think she'll greet you with open arms? You know what I'd do if my ex-husband stole my hammer? What? Take it and smash all he holds dear. No one takes what's mine. But the cape is mine. Is she of the same opinion, you think? Oh, maybe you're right. It would be a shame to lose my cape again. All she'd have to do is ask. Oh, my undead Evelyn. There has never been a wish of hers I turned down. And I wouldn't to this day. I don't want you to have whatever you have. I don't want to have whatever you have with her. I'd lose my mind. Well, yeah, I know. Oh, how much I miss her. My heart is aching. If that's all, maybe one day she'll reach out to me. I still miss her dearly. And I shall miss her evermore, looking toward the mountain's peak, knowing she's merely a gasp away. Maybe a drink could help for now. Oh, would you do that? A drink for me? What else is? The curse of being a vampire is outliving pretty much anyone you'll ever meet, so it's not surprising that Kyle seems to fight with abandonment issues. He has seen a few people die of old age, after all. Nonetheless, he's still very attentive to others, perhaps to cherish the time he has left with them. Of course. Something strong, please, dear innkeep, so that my heart may stop aching soon. Okay, so we're gonna try... I don't want to try this one. Sailor's Courage. Because... Heck yeah! Okay, these are working. Now that I understand how the infusions work, this is gonna go well. I can't mend your broken heart, but perhaps this helps. It does. Thank you, dear innkeeper. Why don't you tell the innkeep more about your day, hmm? Right, I suppose I wasn't done yet. Your trip to the capital. Busy streets, bustling with people. Roots! Roots? Roots. We admired the roots that enclosed the city almost like a rampart. I finally had the chance to take a closer look. Quite fascinating. For once, I gotta agree. Almost made me believe the myths are true. Myths? Myths. I've told you, rumor has it that these are the roots of the ether tree. Breaking through the surface and taking hold of Gaia, where they guard the capital. Ah, yes, a very good defense plan indeed. Rumors, please. Ah, another new rumor? Okay, god damn it. Can we please get some closure on some of these? What is wood going to do to protect a city? A city's protected with stone. Oh, I was never involved in fortification efforts. I figured. Oh! Oh? We've also met the lovely Seraph again. How are investigations coming along? Very well. She seems eager and determined, a detective spirit. Believe the last made her way to Dalwell. She seems to be on to something. I can't wait to hear the story when she returns. Likewise. Say, Rick, can we go to town and check on the antiques dealer? Oi. Why? I want to see if I can find any keepsakes from the old time. Very well, then. I guess you won't munch on the shopkeep, will you? Of course not. I'm well satiated from the innkeeper's creation. Alright then, let's go. Goodbye, innkeep. Enjoy your shopping spree. Oh, new character again? Why are there so many new characters in this episode? Well met, adventurer. Do my eyes deceive me? Minthy in the flesh. Hello, darling innkeeper. It is good to see you again. It certainly has been a while. Yeah, she's hot. Oh boy, is she hot. I think I might have found someone I like more than Jade. Mind you, Jade's good too. Must be hitting the 15-year mark, right? It'll be 25 years soon, actually. Ah, you know how well I am when it comes to keeping track of time spans longer than a decade. I'm well aware. Yeah, truly. Look, okay, hold on. This was Jade. Look how hot she is. And now there's Minthy. Good that you have me to drop in from time to time to remind you, I couldn't be more grateful. Hell yeah, show me. Especially when you bring Casket and Kane along. Do cute service beasts still get a discount here? Always. So what's brought you back to the area? It's not your usual haunt? No, I generally prefer something more... moist? Huh. Not the word I'd have used. But something akin to that. It's decidedly too arid around these parts for my taste. And here I thought I would have to at least enjoy the recent downpour, but no. The stuff that comes pouring down was unique. That's one way to put it. Destructive is another, and possibly more accurate. But I'm glad to see your tavern hasn't suffered the same fate as many of the streets and buildings I saw on my way here. Admittedly, the journey was already quite challenging to navigate with my wheelchair before. Disability awareness, hell yeah. Though the scenery has always been worth the struggle. But now, I'm afraid it wasn't possible to take in much enjoyment from the passing landscape. Not when I had to pay so much attention to not danger myself and my sweet service beast. You've told me of your struggles with traveling before. I'm sorry to hear that recent events have made it worse. Oh, well, we're here now, aren't we? And I do have to say, using the primordial vortex as a way to skip your veranda stairs is a marvelous accessibility touch. Quite the impressive work, my friend. I'm glad to hear that my little spells are doing their job. I hope the cities will put similar care into rebuilding the streets. Flatter cobblestones would do wonders for many people like me. But But believe it or not, I didn't come all this way to talk about the development of inclusivity in urban infrastructure. No, really. Shocking, right? I'm here on the hunt, one could say. What do you have your eyes on? Protection pearls. I've heard a few hushed whispers in my library. Folks say the pearls appear in the lonesome lagoon this time of year. Ah, those again. Good hunting, then. Thank you. Though, while the pearls might be my main objective, I haven't decided to come to town with only a singular purpose. I need to ask you something, innkeeper. A good drink? No, my manuscript, darling. I believe 25 years should have been enough time to proofread it, yes?
Ah, of course! I finished devouring the manuscript as soon as you gave it to me. It just took me a while to recall doing so, you see. Good night, Dad! It's been so long since I definitely got done with that.
Lovely. I'm glad I have such a reliable old friend to proofread my work.
Would you like a drink while I try to engage my brain cells and remember where I put it?
If you're offering, I'd be pleased to accept. Perhaps something to refresh my mind after my journey.
I'll do my best. Okay. Brain juice. Brain juice. Brain juice. Not that one. Not that one. That actually would work. No, that would not work. That's not enough brain juice. Heck yeah. And say hi to the sisters for me. Oh. Brain juice. Heck yeah. Hi, Plague. How you doing? We're gay. Welcome. I thought very hard about making the perfect drink for you. Oh, I've missed this. Good to see your mixing skills haven't diminished one bit. In fact, I think I might be coming up with an idea for a new story. Let me note this down really quick. Take your time. So, while I enjoy your mixology no matter what you put in front of me. Honestly, you can't be more feral than the guy I was trying to talk to on Tinder the other day, who I thought I had a real connection with, and then he was like, why don't we have a little fun? I'm kind of horny, to be honest. In, like, the third message. Like, I thought it was, like, we were going very well. It didn't seem like we were going in this path. And then all of a sudden, kaboom, he hits me with the, I would like to do stuff with my dick. I have no dating luck, guys. I have no dating luck. Plague, we're handshaking furiously right now. Absolutely. Men on dating apps should not be trusted ever. I'm so sorry. I know there's so many good ones out there. I understand. But, like, just don't trust them anyways. What is the lyric from 303 again? Like, don't trust a hoe. Never trust a hoe. 'Cause a hoe don't trust me. Or am I making things up?
I'd enjoy it even more if you could recall the location of my very precious manuscript.
You have deep lore?
You know, the one I lovingly worked away at for almost half a century whilst my library came to be.
Ah, that band is from your hometown! Hell yeah. Certainly.
It should be just below this pile. No, wait. To put it over there, actually. Alright, given this ongoing battle with your organizational habits, it might take you a bit longer to recover it. And I have some pearls to get to. So how about this? I'll return in about 7 days, and then I can tell you all about my pearl hunt in exchange for my manuscript. My proofread manuscript. That would be helpful. Good. It was nice seeing your weary face again, Innkeeper. Likewise, Minthy. Have a safe and pearlful journey.
Plague Dog. Plague Dog. I have a literal album in my phone about the awful DMs that I've gotten from Tinder. This game is beautiful. One of the guys' opening message was down to get chalked. He misspelled choked. And then this other guy was like, "Am I allowed to nut on your face? Only way this is gonna work."
"7 days should be enough to read a manuscript, right?"
Look, it's not I didn't ask for this, Capo. There is slight unrest in Zoford. There are some people in Zoford. Zoford docks are popular. I'm gonna be single for a very long time, Rez.
A scandal in Zoford. The lively port city of Zoford is known not only for its docks, but also its large community of mages. Lately, there seems to be something mysterious going on there. The familiars of several archmages have gone missing and are nowhere to be found. But it's a big city. There must be someone who knows something. Could their disappearance be related to the tale of the sea witch, the sea witch who cursed Zoford's docks?
Oh yeah, we're in the middle of ads. I'm so sorry. I forgot to check in if you guys wanted me to pause. I might... Oh, I'll hold on till you get back from ads. Let me know when you're back from ads. Actually, should I take a little break? Oh! That was what you were gonna do. Wait, why didn't that do the thingy? Why didn't that do the thingy? Oh, there it is. Plague, thank you. We don't do such things. Correct. I'll have a sippy and a stretch, and then we go right into the next day because I have no sense of control. Good morning, innkeeper. Could you please make me a drink? I need something to wake me up and help me feel agile again.
Of course, Fable. Just a moment.
Okay, what have I got in here that needs agile? I wish we could, Oh, there's a... Oh, there... I wish we could, Aw, shucks. Honestly, Rez, I'm okay with my lack of dating luck. I have come to realize that I am comfortable in being ace. And it's gonna stay that way for a hot minute. It's especially in my city where it's a lot of people go into it like looking for hookups, and I am like, I don't want hookup.
haha. I get unmatched for not wanting to hook up more often than not. Thank you. I feel so much better already. I have tried Lex. I didn't love Lex, but maybe I can try it again. Exactly. I'm not necessarily looking for someone who only cares about that kind of stuff. So for me, it's like, if you're coming into it with that kind of energy, I will match it when I leave. Long night? Very. Turns out there were a lot of farmers who needed help. Regret offering it? Not at all. I really enjoy being able to help people. But before I used to Before I just used to wish I could help, but I never felt competent enough to try. It's fun to try, a bit exhausting at times, but yeah. Well, I mean, it's not like I would never, ever, as Muppets having sex. It's not that I would never do it. It's more that like I don't really want to, and I don't think it feels good. I have a lot of trauma that I need to get over first. We're on a growth journey. That being said, it's not like not all ace people are just like, ew, sex bad, I don't want to ever do it. There are some like that. Not all. It depends on the partner and the relationship you build, you know? But like, can we build something other than a fucking hookup, please? Because I don't want to do that. I think I prefer this over waiting around. I still could use a bit more practice, though. That's fair. Just make sure you also practice taking breaks. You'll have a much easier time helping other people if you are not close to passing out yourself. That's what I have your drinks for. My drinks are not a gateway to burnout. I admire your kindness, Fable, but you too should fall under the umbrella of people you're being kind to. I mean, I'm pretty good at falling. Flag, vigorously shaking your hand. I have never gotten on a date with a woman because I usually get ghosted by women, and men just, like, 90% of the time are in it for the sex. Right? Like, I feel like it should tell you more often than not exactly what people are looking for. If you're looking to hook up, just say it. But a lot of the time they're like, I'm looking for something long term, but I'm open to short. Twin lives, different bodies, Plague. You're pretty good at a lot of things. I try. I know. Stay and have a rest now, okay? Okay. Thank you. Who is this pompous looking bitch? Good day to you, innkeeper. Good day to you too, adventurer. Yes, an adventurer, that is what I am indeed. I come here seeking a drink. What a coincidence, I do happen to have some of those in stock. What can I get you? Get yeeted, bot. Get absolutely yeeted. That is almost impressive how fast that gets yeeted out of my system. What kind of drinks do adventurers usually get? Whatever drink they desire. I think so. I think I have Saribot set up for that. Then, well, I could do with something that tastes good. Of course. Perhaps something that could protect me from my foes. Defense is the base of every adventurer's skill set, is it not? Possibly. Let's try it out. Defense. 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 Defense is the best offense, because if you can't hit me, then I can hit you extra. And I can hit you extra. Get the Bushi drink to start with. Just, I wish I could check my profits for the day. Wow, why am I getting so many bots today? That is more common. Like, that is not usual. I do not normally get that many. Liquid protection against your foes. Now, for half the price. It is not exclusively a you thing or an American thing. I am thinking, though, Plague, hear me out. This might be a West Coast thing. Aegis, that's pretty bothersome. Thank you very kindly. You like it? Well, yes, of course. Then you should say so. I apologize. I forgot to do the thing where you say your words out loud. I get that. I don't like this guy's voice, but there's too many characters now. Now that you've acquired a drink, care to introduce yourself? Someone else pick his voice. I don't know if I like the voice I'm doing with him. Should we make him a Valley Girl? Should we make him the Valley Girl? How incredibly rude of me to forget. Elmo voice. I don't even know if I could do the Elmo voice. Snooty English we're already using for Scully the skeleton. That's my... And I know it doesn't sound like that's a snooty English voice. That is as good of a snooty English voice as you're gonna get. How incredibly rude of me to forget. I am Gustav Archibald Richmond III, son of Lord Gustav Albert Richmond II and Lady Dorothea Bridget the 27th. And up-and-coming hero from Windmore. And who might you be? The up-and-coming innkeeper of Zenith. Happy to have you here. And I'm Fable of the Ashen Grove. I'm gonna read the script as is, though, Slugma. Your Fable? Yes? Is that a bad thing? The Fable that saved Tergaren from the werewolves? The very same. Wow, like an incredible pleasure it is to meet you. I have heard so many things about you. Oh, good things, I hope. Of course. They say you single-handedly persuaded the werewolf to give up his wicked ways and reunited a family. That's one way to put it for sure. They do have a way with words. Incredible. A true hero, indeed. They spoke of you helping with the aftershocks of the Starfall as well. Thank you, Slugma. I've practiced. I mean, that's a given. I need to help out when I can. You truly have the heart of a folk hero. How admirable. I watched a lot of the Kardashians and not by choice. My coworker is obsessed with the Kardashians and makes me watch it with her on during work hours, which is arguably a better way to spend my time working. So, I've listened to a lot of Kim Kardashian against my better judgment. What about you, Lord Gustav Archibald Richmond III? What are you the hero of? Well, I'm, currently leaving my backstory era. I'm in the first act, so to speak. On my journey of becoming a full-blown adventurer. I've had a bit of a late start, but I shall catch up with haste. Also, Archie is just fine. You don't have to say the whole thing every time. Also, of course the redheaded character is named Archie, like the Archie comics. Human, 24, he, him, swashbuckler class. Interesting. From Windmore, neutral good, and the Arcana is the Hermit. Which, let me pull up my tarot book. The Hermit. Upright usually means introspection, withdrawal, prudence, insight, meditation, and reversed means recklessness, hastiness, avoidance, loneliness, and rejection. Oh, Aegis. Aegis. You risking it all for the biscuit. Archie is the noble son of an influential family from Windmore. He is quite out of touch with reality, growing up around books instead of everyday people. He wants to experience the adventurous life he's always read about, especially after hearing tales of Fable, the folk hero. Plague. Surprise, every one of these characters has a tarot attached to them. I've been reading all of them. Well, Archie, if it's haste you're looking for, I can help you with that. Someone gifted me some golden feathers a few days ago. Prepared as an infusion for the right drink, they can hasten you up in no time. Really? That's spectacular. That's so fetch. I always thought those things were myths or legends you only read about in books. You read a lot? Like sometimes, not that much. You should. You sound like someone who enjoys adventure, and books are so full of them. They are. I'm just too cool for books. Books are cool? You think so? Yes, I do. I mean, look at the Innkeeper's Journal. It's super cool. The coolest. Oh, well, actually, maybe I do read quite a bit. I'm sorry for being so weird about it. Don't worry, we're all a little weird sometimes. What kind of books do you like? I ship it. I ship it. I ship it. We love a simp. We love a simp for a good bean. Anything full of adventures and heroes and adventuring heroes. They're just like me. Obviously, my parents would much prefer if I read about other things, such as books on etiquette or the newspaper. I'm sure they would love it if I wrote a dissertation on the intricacies of the Daria negotiations or even became a diplomat myself. But I think I would fare much better as the savior of this world, don't you think? The Daria negotiations, I'm unfamiliar. It's all terribly boring, really. They're renegotiating trade routes due to the collapse of the canal bridges that were hit by a horde of spinal rhinoceroses. It's not going all that well because they can't agree on who should pay for the repairs, the mainland or Daria itself. Why does Emily... Why does that sound... Oh, the etiquette books. Okay. Yeah, quite literally wrote the book on etiquette. Thank you. Yeah. Probably. They probably call her, like, Emily Snail Mail, though. Just thinking about it puts me to sleep. Then perhaps we should get back to more exciting topics. God, entirely... I need more stuff. How do you plan to start off your hero's journey? By doing something heroic, of course. What's something heroic I could do? You could start by helping the local farmers. They're still rebuilding their homes and relocating their cattle as we speak. Great idea. How much gold should I give them? Gold? I mean... I'm sure they wouldn't mind gold, but I was thinking about lending them a hand, physically, with your literal hands. Oh, okay. So I would go to the farmers and ask them what they need help with. Of course, that sounds... I shall figure it out. Thank you for the inspiration, Fable. It has been an honor meeting you. I hope we shall cross paths again. Give me 1 second. Post Emily posting. Guys, don't you mean... Hold on. Guys, don't you mean Emily posthumously? Come on. The joke was right there. How did I have to come up with it? How did I have to come up with it? I wasn't even in chat for any of that. Till my next quest, Innkeeper. Till then. That was adorable. Weird. Not because of him, He heard about me? Being a hero? That doesn't sound right. But you are a hero. Not really. You didn't do that much yet. Not enough to be inspiring to anyone anyway. There are so much greater heroes than me out there. He wasn't impressed by other heroes. He was impressed by you. That's nice. You don't sound very happy about it. I am. It's really flattering, but I just don't think I did enough to deserve his praise. I'm just some elf. It's not for you to decide who's impressed by you and who isn't. I'm personally going to keep bragging about knowing Fable, the great hero of the Ashen Grove and savior of Tregarin. All right. I get it. Thank you, Innkeep. I'll try better to accept the compliment. Good. Who's coming in now? Oh, it's our... There we go. Yeah, I knew you would take the quest. Hello there, Innkeeper. Hello, Fable. Hello, Melly, and hello, Malachite. It's good to see you both again. Likewise, right, Mal? Can I offer you two a drink? Actually, you can offer us a quest. Are you talking about the one you just picked up by any chance? Your incredible deduction skills strike again. I'm only trying to match wits here. So you're interested in saving those poor familiars? I am. Missing familiars, silent wizards, clues leading to a seemingly dead end. This sounds like the case for the world's greatest detective. And her sneaky assistant. They do sound like a great team. They're not a team. But they are going on a quest together. They are not. Then why are you here? She didn't want to come here alone. Frez, do I have to get the spray bottle? She said she can't reach the quest board. And I needed a drink anyway. So you're sending Melly on a quest alone? As is customary, that's how the Shadowbanes have always handled it. Melly isn't part of the Shadowbanes. But she wishes to walk the path of thieves. So she must embrace their lifestyle. I think she's trying to walk the path of a detective. No, Marvin, this is a child. We are not sexualizing the child in any way. No one in chat is to sexualize the child. I will hit you with the hammer so hard. And we're not insinuating that anyone else is sexualizing the child. And that just sounds dangerous and negligent. I agree. You're not coming with me? No.
Why not?
I just explained that. Badly.
But you have to come with me.
Why?
It's clearly a job for two people.
There's no job that can't be done alone.
What if I need someone to sneak into the crime scene to gather evidence?
Didn't you want to go on this quest to test your stealth training?
But what if I get nervous? What if I forget how to be stealthy? What if none of the familiars want to talk to me?
I don't know, Melina.
And what if I come back and you've been eaten by a T-Rex?
Who cares?
I do.
The T-Rex threat is much lower in Zoford. If the monsters finally catch up to me, that's how it's meant to end.
I think you should run away from the monsters, not toward them.
That would depend on your choice of lifestyle.
Well, your lifestyle should include going to Zoford with me.
Listen, Melina, even if I wanted to come with you, I couldn't. I've got obligations, things to do.
You're a thief. You don't have fixed working hours, and you don't have any other friends waiting around for you.
Maybe not, but I do have a sheepfish to take care of.
You have a sheepfish?
I do. His name is Rufus, and he doesn't do well alone. Plus, he needs to be fed and to do his daily crossword puzzles. Otherwise, his wool will get strawy.
Oh, well, you're right. You can't just leave Rufus alone. He'll get lonely.
Yeah.
I could take care of Rufus.
What?
Well, I live nearby and I'm very good with animals and I'm pretty decent at crossword puzzles.
That sounds like an excellent idea. What if Rufus doesn't like you? He will. Certainly after one of Fable's famous lullabies. You sing?
Sometimes. Maybe you can sing a song about how Mal and Rufus got eaten by a T-Rex while the familiars booed me out of town. I think I prefer a song about you and Malachite saving those familiars instead. Right, Mal?
Fine, but just this once. See it as a final exam for your training.
Yay, that sounds fun.
Wonderful. So, do you two need any help on your quest? Don't know. What do you think, detective?
Well, it's great that you would ask, mighty assistant.
Please don't call me that.
Okay, Mighty Mal then.
No.
How about John?
Sure.
So, John, thanks for asking. I have studied the quest given to us closely. And I have come to the conclusion that there is only one option. This is a classic case of finding the right clues sprinkled throughout the witnesses' testimonies and piecing them together correctly. The townsfolk, the wizards, the familiars, they'll all have different conflicting information and we'll need to collect and untangle it all to see the whole picture. But to achieve that, we need to be charismatic enough to get the truth out of them. And for those who still refuse to talk to us, out of guilt or fear, we'll need to activate our stealth powers, find those hidden clues ourselves.
Aw, enjoy the food. What's for dinner?
Also, we should be quick so that they can't destroy any evidence.
I can offer you some golden feathers. They do come with the sweet aftertaste of haste. That way, you should be able to make it to Zoford much quicker.
Great idea.
I think you underestimate the severity of the situation. What would you suggest instead, John? Fava beans and a nice Chianti. Actually, so when I was living in Japan, my mom came to visit me because I paid for her ticket. She'd never come to Japan on her own. And she was like, this is your first time having your own apartment. I'm going to bring you a gift. Like, I'm going to bring you a welcome gift. Your new house, even though you've been living there for months already. And I was like, oh, nice. What'd you get me? She got me a bottle of Chianti. I was like, Nice. Clarice. I agree with the stealth part. We can use a hint of dexterity to make sure we remain unseen for as long as possible. But I believe our focus should be on overpowering whoever is responsible for this. If they're making familiars disappear, they won't be interested in discussion. Not a fair one, at least. We should fight first, ask questions later. I guess you got bored of the stealthy approach? Different problems require different solutions. If you're itching for a fight, may I recommend fresh Phoenix chilies? Some fire resistance could be a big advantage against wizards or familiars. Whether a fireball or fire breath, you wouldn't want to walk in unprepared.
Does Andu have fire breath?
Technically, yes, but he's usually too lazy to use it. It helps a bunch with roasting marshmallows, though.
I'd love to try Andu's marshmallows.
I'll see if I can set up something when you return.
Thank you. I think those s'mores could really help convince those familiars to help us.
That's ridiculous. A dagger would be far more convincing. Hi, K911. I hope you had a great stream. Oh, does that mean you're done for the day? Okay, I guess I don't have to lurk in there. Time to lurk somewhere else.
I think both could work. Innkeeper, what do you think? They definitely need a little bit of dexterity for sneaking around, but what should they pair it with?
Haste for quick arrival and charisma for smooth talking, or pure strength and some fire resistance? Let me think about it. We're going with charisma. So we have to use the phoenix feathers. So we're going to do this one. No. This should be the right drink. Then I'll put a phoenix feather in there. 2 of you. And 2 of you. Yeah. Oh, also, I'm really glad that you guys like doing you guys like it when I have these kind of games. I know I'm not a voice actor, but I enjoy having fun with these games. Ultron raid. I wonder who I followed today because I didn't know they were streamer. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Ultron. Ultron, how was Sea of Thieves? How was Sea of Thieves? Hello, Astro Bun. Hi, Ian. Hell yeah, make that bank, make that shmoney. If I were a rich man, bitty 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 bomb, all day long and yitty yitty yum. How's everyone doing today? For those of you who don't know me, hi, I'm Allie. I'm Jim Henson's Nightmare. I am a variety caster that plays lots of different types of games incredibly chaotically. Ultron, by the way, do you want a clip? Would you like a clip? Which Souls player? Which Souls player? That would be an exclamation mark, not a quotation mark, but yes, close.
It's head.
Yeah.
What?
You always have to sing along to Darude Sandstorm. You always have to sing along. It's mandatory.
You're so sad as well when you said it. Mine bites me.
Also, that was a great clip, Ultron. I will clip him one more time. Because I want to see more clips.
These these walls are the fucking worst!
Yeet into the lava, actually.
You see that? See what the fucking...
How are you supposed to get through that, though? Yeah, I can understand the frustration. That's some Souls gaming. That is some Souls gaming right there. Ultron, which Souls player which Souls player are you talking about when you say has the Souls player shown up? With whom stuff do you mean? I think this case needs a delicate hand. The best detective work is achieved through clever conversation.
Ha! You're spot on.
Oh, he's not shown up again. We've had another new character. Hold on. That's right. You actually have been part of this. Hold on. We got a new hot character. Actually, we got a bunch of new characters. So this is Hexagon Hex. We hate him. He's Gale. But we've also had Scully, who is probably the best thing ever. And then our friend is not in there yet. Right? Shows up, does the wizard thing of like, you're not a wizard. Like, you're not a wizard, so you're not smart as me. Bin him indeed. Why is our hot friend not showing up? Will she show up on the next time? Hope so.
You're spot on.
Oh, they changed his name again because we called him by a different name. His name has changed 4 times now. Guess this is how I die. Don't be so pessimistic. My drinks have your back. You think you're prepared to solve this case, detective?
Yes, with your help, we'll complete this quest with haste. We'll be back soon.
Best of snooping.
I should go with them to pick up that sheepfish before they disappear into the night.
Don't forget to sing him a lullaby.
Rufus or John?
Rufus.
Right, obviously. I'm gonna go now.
Have fun, Fable. And with that, another day... Oh, no, I lied. The day is not over. That was just the morning. Oh, there's this character's back. I don't remember what I did for her. I don't remember what I did for her voice. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is what happens when I only play this game once a week. Innkeeper. I'm just gonna... Please hold. I lied. We're not getting into this right now. I got dinner delivered to me, so y'all are gonna get put in little break hell. I'm gonna turn on some music, and we're gonna listen to... Is that cool with you guys? I might even run ads once, but I don't want to eat and do the voice acting. Spoiled? I'm so spoiled. It's better than that, Ultron. It's penne with prosciutto and mushrooms in a rosé sauce. I'll try and scarf down as much as I can, as fast as I can, but we're gonna do a little like ad break, and then I'll also do I'll do an ad break, and then I'll do like a quick eating break, and then we can like just chat while I eat. We will just chat while I eat. First, ads. Okay, the name of the day. I don't think we've done this one yet. Is Kyla? Kyla. Hold on, let me swap us back to this so you guys can see. Using your exclamation mark guess command. Oh no, Red, I'm so sorry. All right. Food is finished. I powered through that as fast as I could. Slugma, you gotta use the exclamation mark guess command. There you go. Okay. Aegis! Jesus! Ultron got it. Ultron. Guess Barney? Guess Ronan? Hi, Ruination Ronan! So the name has been gotten today. It is Kyla, Kyelluh, which is never gonna be as cursed as what you guys come up with. So give me your best shots. What is the most cursed spelling of Kyla you can come up with? While you do that, I'm gonna go grab some food. What happens when your guesses are up? Then you can't guess anymore. And then once all the guesses are in, I'm gonna pick the 5 worst ones, and we're gonna do a poll. And then the worst of the worst of the worst gets thrown in, but it's got to be close to the name. Like, it can't just be Bob and Barney. I'm sorry, boo. It's gotta like we've gotten like P Tracy before where the P was silent. That's bad. We just gotta be close enough though. The 5 worst get thrown into a poll, and then eventually we're gonna do a March Madness style bracket where I put 2 bad names up against each other, and you guys get to pick what is the worst name y'all have ever come up with. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go put my food away. Oh, that's good, Boom. That is good, Boom. I gotta say, I love when y'all get mad at each other for names that you come up with. Don't get mad at each other for creativity. Embrace it. I love creativity. Has everyone run out of guesses? No, Plague still has 2 more guesses. If you want to use them. You don't have to. Yeah, but you get 3. You get 3 chances of being first. Innkeeper. Chrissy. Glad to see you're all right. Yeah, we're going back to game.
Likewise, good to see you and the tavern are unharmed.
Kaiwa.
It's quite the disaster out there. And I'm just passing through. Don't have time to stay for long. Need to check on the cottage and the birds and Fable. I'm sure everything is as it was. The canopies of the grove are sturdy after all. Which is why I chose to make it my home, that and the landscape. I hope your trip was nice at least.
Okay, I think everyone's in. Does anyone want to get more guesses in? Yes or no? We're done. Speak now, forever hold your piss in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Croissant.
Let me go grab a poll. How much time do you guys want for voting? 10 seconds? Well, you minimum is a minute. So if you're okay with a minute, then that's fine. I see how it is, Ronan. Yeah, it is, Ronan. I'm so glad. Okay. You're getting, what, 3 minutes? Is 3 minutes enough time? Or is 2 minutes enough time? What do you people need? What do you people need? 2 minutes. You don't need a lot of time to think about it. 1 vote per person. There you go. Which Kyla is the worst? Well, Ronan, you're gonna have to move fast because you only have 2, actually. I'm evil. Didn't you know? Don't you see these starry, beloved eyes? And just think, chaos. Well, old man, get your shit together and move. Move, bitch. Get to the polls. Get to the polls. I hope your trip was nice at least.
Oh, it was. It felt good to recharge and refill the creative juice. We walked a lot, actually, almost mapped out the whole island. We also hiked to the foot of the Borean Ridge where the auroras touch the peaks.
Yeah, Pokemon, go to the polls. Go to the polls. Do not pass. Do not pass. Or do not collect $200. Just go to the poll. Although there is a clear winner so far. It looks like Ren is once again taking this. It's the power of whiteness compels her to do good at this.
It was. I'd never seen anything like it before. It was the first time I got to catch a glimpse of them. Also got a glimpse of the infamous Banshee. Everyone told us to avoid the Lonely Lagoon because of her, but it's too beautiful to ignore.
I think you should, Ren. Congrats, Ren. Congrats on butchering your friend's name. Congrats on seeing your friend next time and thinking that could be bad. That could be really bad, and I'm the one who would put it there. It's me. It would be my fault. I would do that to them. Good.
I doubt the Banshee means any harm. Everyone yearns for a friend after all, even scary creatures. It gets lonely as a monster sometimes. Everyone is scared of you. People shouldn't be. No one can choose who they're born as. We should accept them as they are.
I have a few patrons who'd really appreciate hearing that.
And I'd be happy to meet them. Speaking of which, I got you something.
Oh?
Yeah, remember the gnomes? I actually met some.
Really?
They had a booth at the convention. We're selling all types of stuff. I remember our conversation and got you this.
Oh, look at that sick crown.
I thought you might appreciate it. I do. Thank you. It'll certainly always have a special place in my heart, knowing it came from you. Aw, you're such a sweet talker, but you can't trick me into giving you my name. What would I want with names? Nothing good, that's for sure.
Okay, but real talk. Real talk. Real talk. I know that Fae are like tricksters, But how good would a fae be at identity theft? Like blue collar crime identity theft. Can I have your social insurance number? Yeah, it's yours now. It'd be so good.
But for realsies, I have to leave now. I've been gone for too long. See you around, Innkeep. See you around, Chrissy. Take care of yourself. Always.
Wow, this day is a long one. Oh.
Aya, good to see you again. It's been a while.
Yes, a while. 6,000 years.
More like 2 months.
Oh, I thought I had hibernated longer.
You hibernated at this time of year?
It was for the Bloom Tide Festival. It happens near my swamp every year during the Dreaming Moon. Druids and bards join together in search of the moon pools for 2 whole weeks.
That I am doing my job, DeCapo.
They dance, they laugh, they scatter pretty little flowers everywhere. They hope if they can satiate the land, it will lead them to the reflection of the cosmos.
You mean the set of mythical lakes that's said to reflect all of the 7 moons at once? This is my version of ASMR. It's just me doing creepy voices.
Yes, ever since the Twilight Chasm portal opened up within them, a mere 30 years ago, travelers have become increasingly obsessed with bathing in their beauty.
Such festivities sound exciting.
No! They are loud with their songs and their arguing about getting lost in the endless maze of the marshes. And they walk around with torches of burning ember that they swing too close to my precious vines. Why would you bring fire into a swamp?
It is a little rude.
Exactly! You know, I tried to join them one time. Their dainty flowers intrigued me and I snuck up to them, dressed in my prettiest poison ivy, adorned with thorns of the undying trees. And you know what they did?
What?
They chased me away with their fiery rooms, chanting, "Demon be gone," from the top of their tiny lungs. So now I hibernate every dreaming moon. That way I don't have to listen to their jolly tunes.
Maybe you should give them another chance. Very few Gaians are familiar with the creatures of the bog. Only with the stories about their bone-crushing teeth.
What's wrong with bone-crushing teeth?
They think you might want to crush their bones with them.
Oh, but that would be so rude.
They don't think that way. But I think if they got to know you, they'd like you a lot. After all, you make the best flower crowns in all of Gaia, maybe even all of Asteria. Those sound perfect for a festival.
You might be right. Maybe I'll greet them with some flower crowns next year. I could even open up a seasonal flower crown store.
Look at the little plushie, though. It's so cute. I'd definitely buy one.
But right now, I'm awake and thirsty. Do you have swamp water on the menu today?
I'm all out. I'm sorry.
Too bad. Something else then. Oh, I know. Do you still have those drinks that make you feel like an itsy bitsy spider? I want to feel fast and dangly.
In fact, I still do. Give me one moment. Oh, I love this character. As you can tell by the way that I am voicing them. But I really like this character. It's just the one. Yeah, it's just the one. I am enjoying this voice very much. I am having a good time. I could have gone with like a very traditional witch's voice, like I was hibernating, but I think this is a lot better. A spider's agility in a cup, just for you.
Oh, delicious. I feel like I could scale any spider's web and devour any fly. Thank you, innkeeper.
What woke you from your slumber, anyhow?
The night sky fell into my dirt hut. It burned my favorite weeping willow to bits. I am replanting it into many sniffling willows.
Okay, real talk though, I love weeping willows as like a plant. I think they're the most beautiful trees.
They are feasting upon the ashes of the stars that tried to extinguish them. It's a powerful nutrient.
Sounds tasty.
After the trees and wind and pillbugs calmed down, I had planned to go back to sleep. All that calamity made me awfully tired. But when I tried to sleep, all I could focus on was this feeling spreading in my chest.
Heartburn?
Loneliness. I thought I should get out there and advertise my new spa. Because only crickets were visiting, and they aren't very good at marketing. You know, maybe if people visit me instead of me visiting them, they won't chase me off. So I went where I knew people could use my services. The werewolf camp in the Ashen Grove. I didn't want to intrude on their personal space, of course. So I just hung the coupons on the pieces of thin red string in the nearby canopies, together with some jolly little bells, so that the wind would announce their presence. Like little spells that draw you towards the nearest mud masks. I hope they'll visit me sometime.
I didn't know you opened a spa.
It's new. I want to share my flowers and mud and pools with everybody so we can all look beautiful together.
That sounds wonderful, Baya.
I agree.
Oh my god, this is gonna be a recurring character? Oh fuck yeah, I want to do this voice way more often. Baya the Swamp Witch. Kin, bog creature, 555 years old. She, they, druid. Moon Swamp, chaotic neutral. And she's got the lovers as her arcana? Don't worry, this one I won't forget. The Lovers upright means love, harmony, trust, a leap of faith, and choice. And reversed means unreliability, separation, second guessing, values, and conflict. Baya is an ancient swamp creature I've known for a long time. She's a very sweet soul, but other people tend to find her terrifying, even attacking her. They love spiders and opened up a swamp spa a while ago. Sadly, she hasn't gotten any visitors yet.
Can I leave some of my coupons here?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. Please hand them out to all of your customers.
I will happily share this fantastic offer with them. Look at the little emoji face that matches hers. You can also just come here more often and hand them out yourself.
Ah, but there's no one else here. Except this jackdaw. Do you want a coupon, little creature? I will leave one in your nest.
No one's here because it's almost closing time, Baya. You have to come by earlier, during the day, or earlier in the evening, or during events.
But there will be people here.
Yes, I believe that's the point.
Too scary. I shall go now. Don't forget to hand out my coupons.
Will do. There you go, Daniel. She's gone. You are free now, Daniel. Oh, you were loving that? Twin Flames, 8th of the Astral Moon. A popped? A popped. Ah, shit. A character whose voice I don't remember once more. Oh, no. Let me go see if it was in the clip that Marvin sent me. Ba-ba-dum, ba-ba-dum. No, it was not. Fuck. I think it was still pretty high pitched. I love doing creepy stuff. Creepy stuff. God, I wanted to be one of those kids that did like the Halloween horror nights out here. Like I wanted to be a scare actor so badly. I think I would have been a really good scare actor. Hey, innkeeper. Hello. It's been a while since I've seen you around. A whole week, to be exact. And you already miss me? A little. Cute. I got my hands on a job all the way over in Diria. Seemed like something relatively easy but well paid. Or like something too good to be true. Oh, lucky bitch, plague dog. Not this time. Apparently the farmer just wanted it to be done quickly, so she offered a higher than average wage. Sounds like easy money.
Yeah, I wish. You know, I think I could use a drink first. Something that'll bring back my usual speed and agility. I feel like this job drained me of all my energy. Only if I get to hear the rest of the story. Sounds like a good deal to me. I know exactly what's in this one. I don't even need to think about it anymore. Oh, Penny. Have a sip. Oh, new day. Here you go, and do pets. Let's hope this suits your tastes. Your drinks never disappoint. Glad to hear. I can definitely feel my senses coming back to me. I made you a drink. Now it's your turn. Tell me about your latest job. Fine, a deal's a deal. Told you the client's a farmer, right? She has a large flock of two-headed sheep. Apparently that darn Starfall damaged their barn, and they somehow managed to break it out of their enclosure. Didn't think they were that clever, honestly. Must be the two brains. Probably. Anyway, they got out right before their shearing appointment, and of course the farmer needed to go get them back in time. Especially considering the rumors surrounding Deary at the moment. Seems to be a dangerous place nowadays. Apparently an unusual amount of cattle have been going missing in these last few weeks. The local folks have been keeping a closer eye on their locks and fences. Of course, the farmer wanted her sheep to be safe, so she hired someone to bring her animals back. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yes, piece to our puzzle. That someone being you. Obviously. I thought to myself, I'm a monster hunter. Handling animals is basically my job. I'd say a monster hunter is rather known for, well, hunting instead of handling. That was exactly the issue. You know how stubborn two-headed sheep are? Let me guess, they're twice as stubborn as a one-headed sheep? You got it. They're impossible to get moving, impossible to startle. One head might be eating, the other one is always watching you. But you did it, right? I suspect you wouldn't be here if you hadn't finished the job. You're absolutely correct. I was at my wit's end. Imagine having fought hundreds, if not thousands of beasts, and some sheep are the one enemy you can't win against. That sounds like an incredibly humbling experience. Sounds like you fucking needed it. It was. Trust me. But luckily I got some help. Another adventurer saw me struggling and offered her assistance and knowledge. Or should I say, a retired adventurer. Oh? Yeah, she was very insistent on that label. Some kind of astral finfolk must have lost her arm a while ago. Oh no. Back to the sheep. She told me there's another one, apparently one thing that gets their full attention. Got any guesses as to what magical tool that might be? I have no... Oh! Hello, astral finfolk. Oh no, I know exactly what... I didn't think I'd ever come back to the Jeff voice if anyone was around for my Beacon Pine days. Give me 1 second. Clovers! Morning dew clovers, to be precise. They go absolutely feral for them. A few will make them follow every single one of your commands. But someone with your experience should know that, innkeeper. Do you two know each other? Is this like a thing? Barely. Ah, keep your secrets then. Oh, so mysterious, innkeeper. I wanted to buy her a drink after she helped me out back there. Didn't expect you two to be best friends, honestly. Best friends? I think you got that one wrong, Jade. I'd never befriend someone like her. I have taste. Astarion, is that you? Well, that was unnecessarily rude of you, Una. You didn't even consider my feelings. Consider me sorry and keep. Apology accepted. It looks like a little fishing hook. Like she just sticks her hand in the river and yeets out a fish. Speaking of taste, what about your drinks? I know you've always liked experimenting with potions and other suspicious liquids. Looks like you finally made it, huh? Indeed. I think I got the hang of it. Then what are you waiting for? Your old rival is waiting for a drink. Preferably one that will restore my energy. Those sheep made my old bones all wobbly, and I don't like feeling so weak. Got you. Let's see what that old magic has to offer. Don't worry, she might not look like it, but her drinks are actually good. I bet. I'll just take that as a compliment, I suppose. Una's a cunt. Let's do the Sailor's Courage. Have a good night, Plague. Thank you for coming in today. It was nice to see you. Oh, wow. Impressed? Don't get cocky now. You don't have to be shy. You can just admit I've improved. So, Una, Jade told me you're retired now. Had enough of the adventuring business? Absolutely. I don't want to have everything to do with that anymore. I don't want to have anything to do with that anymore. I've completed enough quests for at least 2 lifetimes. And yet you decided to help Jade. Ever had to handle a 2-headed sheep? Not yet. Lucky you. Lucky indeed. I just couldn't watch her struggle with those stubborn beasts any longer, but this was a one-time exception. Did the farmer pay accordingly after your morning dew clover's magic trick? Oh, absolutely. She was so happy she gratefully paid both of us. That's good to hear. She even tipped us with some gems she supposedly found in one of her fields. But I'm a Maita. I don't have use for stones like those. And since I'm retired, I couldn't care less about material riches. So we figured we'd give them to you instead. But I wouldn't tell that pretentious blonde dragon priestess if I were you. Feels like a blasphemous gift. Oh, divine gems. A little blasphemous indeed. I think I know just the right way to use them. Thank you. Don't mention it. Now that we're done here, I can finally go back to crocheting. Oh my god, it's a crochet hook. It's a crochet hook. For the rest of my life. Didn't get this hook put in for nothing. Of course, I also occasionally gonna rip some youngsters off while playing cards. I haven't lost a game in at least 4 decades. So Una is Una Ndiaye is a Finfolk at 68 years old. She's an arcane engineer of the Astral Sea, and her arcana is the Empress. Ooh. Which is in my book, if I can find it. There it There it is. Upright means fertility, nurturing, accomplishment, nature, and abundance, but upside down it means feeling undesirable, anxiety, lack of concentration, smothering, and selfishness. I've been rivals with Una long before this story even began. She was an adventurer back then, but is retired now. Even put a crochet hook onto the stump of her arm. But there are things about her that'll never change. I'm pretty sure she'll never stop stacking that. The tavern's good. We're meeting so many new characters. This is Una. Wadi. Sorry, I was just meeting. The tavern's doing good. Were you still playing Watch Dogs? Yeah, you're still playing Watch Dogs. How was Watch Dogs? We met so many new characters today, you would love so many of them. Hold on, let me start from the top. We're on Watch Dogs 2, hell yeah. Hell yeah, GG's. San Francisco. Nice. So we met Archibald today, who is the hermit. Did we read his? Yeah, we read his. And then we met Hexagon Hex, who is just essentially Gale from Baldur's Gate 3, so we want to punt him into the sun. Then we met Scully, Una, and Baya, our swamp witch. It's truly been... Well, his name is really Gustav Archibald Richmond III. So, you know, we call him Archie. Look, Gale is just a pretentious wizard, okay? And so is Hexagon Hex. The sun is too good of a resting place for Gale. In the arms of a Mistra, fly away from here. Do you have a wizard who has spent too much time thinking he's too good at everything? In the arms of Mistra. Adopt a male wizard now and humble them deeply. Needs to be knocked down like 6 pegs. That's remarkable. Or impossible for someone who's only playing fair. I think your lucky streak will end with me today. I've also never lost a game in at least a decade. Are you challenging me to a duel? It needs to be pegged or knocked down a peg or pegged, dealer's choice. I mean, isn't she great? Isn't she just fantastic? Absolutely. And whoever loses has to pay for the next round of drinks. We just met her. That's the spirit. So she's a retired adventurer who got a crochet hook attached to her stump so that she can retire in peace. I like you, bounty hunter, but don't come crying to me after I annihilate you. Ah, you wish. Jade, be on guard. You're worried about me? Cute. I just know for a fact that Una is a master at cheating, and I doubt that that's changed. So you're saying you've lost against her? Yes, go take care of your bad stuff. Raiders, if you need to raid and run, totally understand, but thank you for coming in with the raid, if not. Although most of you know me, I'll do my spiel anyways. Hi, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Allie. I'm Jim Henson's Nightmare. I play a variety of games here on Twitch, incredibly chaotically. More than once, yes. Pathetic. Hey, are you talking about me? Listen, Innkeep, if your opponent is obviously cheating like she was, you can't beat them fair and square. You gotta beat them at cheating. Now watch how a real master does it. Okay, you two go have your little battle over there, wherever you are. Oh! Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this? Oh no, that's a himbo! That's the biggest himbo I've ever seen! This is giving me yoo-hoo! Big summer blowout! I know he's Australian. The problem is, I can't do an Australian accent. I would do one and it would be butchered. You don't want me doing an Australian accent. Arnar! Arnar clear! Arnar clear! Please, someone tell me they know the reference that I am making fun of. I'm just gonna do my like most chatty voice. I'm sorry. It's gonna be a Chad voice. It's the only one I've got left. Good day. I have returned, innkeeper. Welcome back, Miss Anwar, and welcome. This brave adventurer's name is Claymore. He offered unexpected support during my quest. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you so much on behalf of, the world. Yes, of course, the world, Mr. Clay. You don't need the whole Mr. thing. Just Clay is alright with me. Otherwise, it sounds so formal, like talking to one of those graph people. Oh, you wouldn't want to be one of those. Clay it is, then. Can I offer you both a drink in exchange for the story of how you two met? That would be a fun trade, right, Tia? I think I would welcome it as well. Then what can I get you? Clay, please go ahead. Oh my, you've got a lot of stuff on the menu. How about one of those drinks with ingredients? You look strong. How about something extra for those muscles? That sounds nice. Let's go with that. 1 minute. I hope that was enough to satiate you guys, because that's what you're getting. That's what you're getting. Oh! Interesting. I would like a drink with the primary colors, please. Oh, Andu, I must pet you. And we send. Try this. I think it might knock your socks off. This tastes strong and magic-y, but my socks are still on. Still, I love it. I'll have to remember this one for next time. What's it called? Don't worry, I'll remember it for you. Thank you! Now, Miss Anwar, what would you like? I need some of that liquid vigilance. Even in here, it's important to stay on guard. Wouldn't this be the right time to relax? There is no such time. Alright, then I shall aid you in your divine mission of not falling asleep standing. What would you like for that to be then? Oh, full defense? Full defense? Then it's a frosted lagoon for you. I'm not using any of our fancy infusions on this. Nuh-uh. Guess what? Another drink with primary colors. Full send, baby. Some liquid vigilance diluted with some delicious secret ingredients. Enjoy. I could do with something less diluted, but you're right. It's delicious. Happy to hear that. Do we get to tell the story now? Please, go ahead. You think I should start with the seashells? No, I think some exposition is in order first. As you already know, Innkeeper, I plan to start my investigation right here in Zenith, specifically at the local Gaia temple. So I've been told. Mostly about that wobbling ooze. Yes, that was certainly something. Unfortunately, besides their fascinating personal secrets, they had nothing of value to share with me. But fortunately, thanks to your rumors, I was not entirely without a lead. The wizard's prophecy led me to Dalwell. Or should I say, the Abandoned Isle or Fairweather. The name changes depending on who you ask. I didn't know it had that many names. I just kept calling it Kelpie Island. Why? Because it's shaped like one. Probably the smartest approach. Kelpie Island or Fairweather, its name means very little. Its local settlement of Fae was much more relevant. They built everything into a giant sequoia that holds their portal to Avalon. Their portal is in the tree? Yes, right in its center. They call it the Horizon Tree. It's beautiful. The Fae themselves were moderately helpful. It was difficult to get them to focus on the severity of the situation. And I was pretty sure they were preparing some sort of morbid ritual with the acorns that they were stringing up between rose bushes in asymmetrical shapes. Oh, I always thought those were art projects! Common misconception. It sounds more like they were preparing to charge them with astral moonlight. Hi, Kiwi! How are you doing tonight, hon? How was your Monday? Or what? If you freeze them, they make for good ice cubes. Do you participate in such practices? Not at the moment. I'm just not going to question that. It's your birthday? Happy birthday, Kiwi! Kiwi, would you like us to sing you the happy birthday song? Or have you been sung to enough today? Valid and fair. Valid and fair, Kiwi. There's two ways I could have done it. I could have done it like a cat caterwauling, or like an actual nice one. Happy anniversary of your removal from the womb. I hope you're having a great day, Kiwi. Eventually, I got them to sit still long enough to ask them about any strange occurrences around their settlement. Did they understand your definition of strange? After some explanation, they told me about how they just recently... Have a good lurk, Kiwi! Have a good birthday! They told me about how just recently an astral humpback whale had rampaged through one of their nearby scouting camps, just 2 days before the stars fell. They said it seemed more like it was running from something and that it was full of seething fury. They also claimed it to be a good sign because it promised adventure. Seems like an understatement. Majorly. I mean, it did end up in some kind of adventure. Investigating disaster is not an adventure, it is a necessity of dire circumstances. I had fun! That makes 2 of us. It certainly was a sign of something being awry, and I was determined to get to the bottom of it. So naturally, I made my way to nearby Carapace Beach and prepared a celestial summoning ritual under the young astral moon. For the humpback whale, I suppose? What else would I be summoning? I thought maybe you wanted to ask Cassiopeia for her input. Are you out of your mind? The Realm Keepers have sworn a divine oath of neutrality that prevents them from directly interfering with the simple world of us mortals. The full might of their powers could disrupt the delicate balance of their cosmic design. Right. Sorry, slipped my mind. You are forgiven. It looks like the jackdaw is sitting on his head, and he seems absolutely fine with that. As I was preparing for the ritual, readying myself to confront the troublemaker, I suddenly found myself being interrupted by a strange request. That was me. I asked her if she needed any more seashells. Did she? I did, actually. Pairing dragon head tritons and flimmering limpet shells can heighten the dual aspect of the celestial twins, therefore making the connection to the astral sea more stable. Obviously, I hadn't managed to find a limpet shell, and one happened to be among his offerings. I honestly just thought she was decorating the beach, and that she could do with more color. You weren't wrong in a way. Sadly, the shells burned up during the ritual, singed Tia's hand, too. Just a little. Fortunately, I possess spectacular healing capabilities. Fortunate indeed. Were you collecting seashells for beach decorating or your very own ritual clay? I was collecting them for my friends. At this time of the year, Kelpie Island is full of all kinds of sparkling, floating animals from the astral sea. And they love munching on seashells. Do you encounter these creatures a lot? I try to. They're very nice. Clay can talk to animals. Gaia's blessings rest upon him. You're full of surprises. Thank you! Though I'm not sure they like talking to me. They tend to disappear sooner or later. Sometimes they come back, but often they don't. I think maybe I accidentally say things that upset them without realizing it, and they think I mean to hurt them. I hate when that happens. You mean they just disappear like they were never there? Yeah, like they moved to a different, quieter beach. Or like they returned to the astral sea. I feel like they would tell me if they went back home. Not necessarily. Many Astrian creatures can traverse the plains at will, but they don't always have control over when they return. On many occasions, the astral currents pull them back home before they're ready. And once you're swept in them, each subsequent journey out becomes more and more difficult, or so I've been told. I would guess your friends either went home when you weren't there or got pulled back before they had a chance to say goodbye. So you're saying the sea swallowed them? Not quite. It beckoned them home through a celestial hug of sorts. So that means I could just visit them in the astral sea? That would be an incredible undertaking. Traveling between planes is quite hazardous. It is? It is? But echoes from the primordial sea and my family have lived here for quite a while, I think. They must have gotten here somehow. They say it was much simpler to traverse between planes. But for a long time, it has been almost impossible without complicated and dangerous rituals. Until recently, the astral sea was only possible way to pass through the barriers, and accessing it requires meticulous planning, not to mention the sea tends to come with more risk than rewards. Even your Australian friends who can choose to leave their home plane on a whim get pulled back by the currents eventually. Imagine what would happen if you went in unprepared. But the Fae on Kelpie Island aren't from Gaia either, and they told me they haven't lived here for very long. Since the 5 interplanar portals opened, interplanar travel has become a lot more accessible again. At least when it comes to the dream planes. But even the astral and primordial seas, not to mention are finally open to us again after all these years. It is a true miracle to witness in our lifetimes. So the portals haven't always been there? I didn't know that. Who put them there? Well, that is a very good question. And one that would blow the scope of this conversation beyond its bounds, I would think. You still have to tell me how you summoned that whale. You're right, we're getting off track. As Clay and I talked, he told me his fascinating friendships with the astral creatures, and his ability to speak with animals as if they share a language. So you asked him for help? Well, he offered his aid. I certainly could have handled it on my own, but... But you didn't have to. Right, that. Obviously. Thank you very much, Clay. Anytime. So I summoned it, the ritual worked exceptionally well, and it appeared out of the sky in a wave of concerning darkness. Stars used to accompany them. I mean, there was one star. The whale was even bigger than I had anticipated, almost as tall as the horizon tree. And in its stomach rested a giant sun, the only star of the night sky whose light had not been extinguished, nestled right in its belly. That sounds unhealthy. That's an understatement. The star wasn't the thing to worry about, though. The whale didn't look happy at all about being summoned. Instead, it looked like a wounded animal that was one loud noise away from lashing out. And it looked sick. Its translucent skin was gray, like it was frozen with the coldness of the highest mountains or the deepest depths. Its eyes were pale, almost blind, with no warmth beneath them. I thought, for a brief second, we must fight this beast before it consumes us and everything in its path. But when I looked over at Clay, I saw a deep understanding in his eyes. He wasn't seeing a monster, but a friend. So I stayed quiet, knowing that whatever he knew outweighed my fear.
You knew what it needed, Clay?
Thank you, Gilfer. I will take a sippy. Hi, Gilfer. How are you?
Not completely, but I knew that look in its eyes. That feeling when you're so scared you get angry, when you want to fight, but you're terrified you won't be able to flee. So I kneeled to show it I didn't mean it any harm, and I held out my last conch shell in my hands.
Oh yeah, the constant vocal fry is fucking me up. But this is a game of so many voices. They keep adding. I've added so many new characters today. We have this dude. Oh, which I guess I have a Clay. Look at him. He's a giant or an earth echo. He's 31, barbarian from the highlands, and his arcana is strength. Of course it is. Fucking be strength. Claymore, yeah, I know, right? Upright is courage, conviction, control, determination, and patience, and reversed is weakness, self-doubt, abuse of power, pride, and negligence. We've met Baya as well. We met Una, Scully, Hex, and Archie, all in one episode. Yeah, Clay's something special.
It took a moment to overcome the instinct to mistrust, but then it picked the shell up gently and ate it. I saw the conch freeze as it swallowed. It looked painful. Wanting to comfort the whale, I reached out and carefully put my hands against its cheek. I wanted it to know it wasn't alone.
I'm sure it needed that.
It did. It was so sad it cried tears of golden dust.
Its tears turned into ice before they even hit the ground. It was at that moment I realized its body had been cursed with a potent frostbite. I knew it did not trust me yet, but so I did what I previously would not have thought possible. Through a hand on Clay's shoulder and the magic of your drink, I was able to briefly transfer my magic onto Clay, allowing him to cure it of its disease. He kissed it on the forehead and the ice burned away, freeing it of its endless chill. It was quite sweet.
That's one lucky whale. And one unusual effect of that infusion.
Is that not usually possible? Inspiration is a fickle thing.
Such magic is deeply personal and differs from person to person. I always enjoy seeing how others imagine support to look like.
Tia's support was very helpful.
I'd hope so.
Once it was free of its pain, the whale was ready to talk to us. I asked what had happened, and it told me about fighting some sort of evil creature on 2 legs.
A creature on 2 legs, so a humanoid then.
Yeah, pretty much. We assume. It turns out whales don't care much about our appearances.
It cared more about the things being thrown at it. What a mean way to approach a whale. Apparently, it swallowed some kind of stone. It could only remember its black and white color and that it tasted horrible. But it thought, I have a strong digestive thing. It's nothing to worry about.
Rookie mistake?
The two-legged monster just wouldn't stop attacking, so it fled as quickly as it could, trying to find its way home. It felt really bad about destroying the camp. I get why. The worst part about being angry is seeing the wreckage you leave behind. Tia, do you ever get angry?
No, I am the embodiment of calmness and self-discipline. Where I come from, they call that repression.
Luckily, its anger subsided when it found its way back. It thought it was finally safe, but suddenly this freezing cold began. I don't mind the cold much. I'm from the Highlands, and we get lots of snow in the winter. But the kind of cold it was describing sounded awful. Painful and inescapable, like it was freezing from the inside out.
The potent frostbite I mentioned, it seems a curse took hold and slowly spread throughout its entire body.
It tried keeping itself warm by feeding on solar crabs and cosmic squid, but that didn't help very much. It just kept getting more scared and angrier and colder. Until even its brain was freezing over, it couldn't think of anything other than the cold. So in its desperation, it ate the hottest thing it could find.
A star. A star, a giant one at that. It looked deceptively small contained in its belly. But apparently it was the biggest one of the night sky had to offer, the East Star. It ate Pharos, the guiding star of the endless seas? It did, and it helped. It kept its frostbite at bay, even if it did not eradicate it. But as you can imagine, such a massive star disappearing did not have the most desirable effect on the astral sea's delicate balance of gravity. I can imagine that.
The whale was very confused about what had happened. But it said all the stars around it suddenly started to fall and spin out of place. They crashed into each other, causing more and more destruction with each passing moment. I didn't understand everything it described, but it sounded bad.
To label it as bad would be quite the understatement. The falling stars ripped holes in Cassiopeia's wings. To think that just one hungry creature could break the entire balance of the universe.
It was hurt and scared.
It should have endured instead of hurting others.
It was alone. It didn't know that all that would happen.
I'm sure it tried its best. Its best wasn't good enough. The whale isn't responsible for the horrible things that were done to it. We should celebrate that you were able to help it instead of blaming it for its pain.
I think so too.
Did you also manage to free it of the star in its stomach? No. The frostbite may be gone, but the star is a part of it now. It has become the first of a new kind. A sun humpback whale. And probably the last one too, as all the other stars in the astral sea have been snuffed out. We will never be able to see the night sky again, and in turn, that whale must forever live with its guilt nestled in its stomach. You're right, some things are forever changed now. That's kind of the point of disasters. But perhaps the star doesn't stand for shame, but the pride of its survival. We shouldn't be sad that most are gone, but happy that one managed to make it through. Besides, we may have lost the night sky's starry companions, but it managed to gain 2 new friends. Even the worst of situations can lead you to light sometimes. That's a third one tonight. That's a third fucking bot tonight.
I like that. You should never be sad about finding new friends. Speaking of friends, on the way back we ran into this traveling souvenir shop. I bought friendship bracelets for Tia and I with little whale charms on them. But she didn't want to wear them just yet, so I'm waiting until she's ready.
That's very nice of you, right, Tia? They're a hazard for fights and could get caught in things. Sure, I'm looking forward to seeing how they look with your armor.
Tia also found something for you at the souvenir shop. She said it reminded her of your tavern. And now that I've seen it in person, I agree.
Now I'm curious, what is it? Look at that! It's in the window. Oh, that's a very pretty mosaic.
The shopkeeper told us a bit about it. Supposedly, this piece of art represents a new beginning after a hard-fought battle.
Kind of like the rise of a sun hunchback whale. That's very fitting. Thank you, Tia. So, Tia, aren't you glad Clay was there to help you? I suppose I am.
You really are?
You are surprisingly competent. Perhaps one might even say I could not have done this entirely without you. If one was to be extreme about it.
I think someone like you could do anything alone if you put your mind to it. But that doesn't mean you should have to. I'm always happier when doing difficult things if I have help from other people.
Well said, Clay. Stellar teamwork, you two. Hi, Chris. How you doing? Keep it up.
Will do.
Much more importantly, clearly our quest was not successful. What are you talking about? You cured the sun humpback whale. You found out why the stars fell. You even made new friends. What more could you want? We still haven't the slightest idea of who caused all this. Hell yeah, Chris, congratulations.
An angry humanoid figure.
And that is who exactly?
Well, we can rule out you, me, and the innkeeper.
We can rule out you and me. Ouch! No hard feelings. I believe you're innocent, but sometimes evil hides in plain sight. One must not be led astray. I understand. Paranoia is a hard habit to break. Clearly, someone orchestrated this. It seems too random and methodical to have been an accidental side effect. I must find out what hides in the darkness. If something like this happens again, it could end in a calamity the likes of which we have never seen before. Oh, don't worry about it too much, girlie. This is just how Oblivions are around here. I wouldn't call this just another Oblivion. How often have you seen the stars fall from the sky? 0 times. I was asleep when it happened, and now that it's over, there goes my chances of ever witnessing a supreme meteor shower. You should not wish to witness such horrors. Yeah, sometimes some horrors are fun to look at. Listen, love, when I was your age, I used to worry about stuff like this all the time. This weirdo over here did too. We all did, at one time or another. But I know from experience that making such a fuss about it won't get you anywhere. These bite-sized calamities are part of the natural order of things. From chaos to balance to chaos and back to balance, everything just switches around in a never-ending cycle. Sure, it's good to keep an eye out, but you don't have to give yourself an aneurysm over it. Just pick up a quest if it worries you and follow the natural flow of the universe. That way, if you're lucky, you'll end up retired like me. Such a leisurely attitude only leads to failure. And even then, someone is always going to save the world in the end. And that someone is going to be me. Oh, the youth. Anyway, old enemy, you got another drink for me? I'm running dry. Anytime, Una. Are you still running low on energy? How about another strong one? You got it. Assuming I'm making her the same drink as him. Yep. Unos. Dos. Tres. Ichi. There you go, matching drinks between the two of you. Something strong for the most strong-headed lady I know. Weird way to admit you've lost every argument against me. But this drink is splendid, I'll give you that. See, with one of these, your worries will be washed away with flavor. Good or bad depends on the day. I find your apathy borders on tragedy. and I find your hero complex unsustainable. Remember, kiddo, they don't build those statues for folks who are alive. Who cares about statues? My purpose is my purpose, and I don't care who immortalizes me. No one is supposed to die, girl. Life is more meaningful than that. Anyway, my purpose is winning at cards right now. Good luck with your delusions. I apologize on her behalf. It's fine.
Tia, are you dying?
No, she was purely speaking in the hypothetical.
I'm not sure what that means, but that doesn't sound like it could damage your armor. But you know, maybe when we listen, maybe we should listen to her advice. At least like a little bit. My granny always says, with age comes the priceless wisdom of mistakes.
I think your grandma's advice would be much more helpful than whatever a failed hero has to say.
You think retirement is failure?
One's post should never be abandoned. If you can still serve this world, you should.
Not sure if that's bleak or inspiring.
The latter. She was right about one thing, though. The past is full of terrible disasters that were prevented. Which means that this too could have been attempted before, if not very successfully. Knowledge of something so vile must be scarce and well guarded, maybe even abandoned. I have never come across anything like this anywhere in Aperture's library. Granted, the Aperture has only been standing for a little over 2 decades. No, the library can't be that vast. Many of the Order's books were relocated to the new stronghold. But I do believe that we don't currently harbor the knowledge I seek. For that, other avenues must be explored.
What are you considering?
We could ask everyone we come across until we find someone who knows something.
Good idea, but that would take far too long. I think we should look for the Everbloom archives.
Is that a book club?
An ancient one. Everbloom was one of the Great Seven Maiden archives, the Gaian one to be specific. Legend has it, there used to be one on each plane, even Tuat, the plane of the dead. They were once filled with all the knowledge of the cosmos and grew in size every day, thanks to their fearless archivists. But then they fell to an unknown foe and have been lost to time ever since. I believe one of them could hold the answers we seek. Innkeeper, do you perhaps know where to find this archive?
Nope. Not much of a librarian, unfortunately.
Disappointing.
But you could keep an eye out for it, right? You could ask all the scholarly people that pass through here.
Yep. Oh, wait, hold on. We do have one. Maybe these are connected. Of course. I can do that.
Perhaps you can start by asking that bounty hunter when she's done gambling all her money away.
You could ask her yourself.
I would rather not.
I'll take that terrible task off your hands then.
Wonderful. You won't need more than a day to take care of all of this, right? I could do with a little more time. Nonsense. We don't have more time. I need your full commitment on this, innkeeper.
This is very short notice.
As are disasters, typically, hence the vigilance. I shall return to a fully prepared quest tomorrow morning.
Okay. In the meantime, you should rest.
Don't be ridiculous. I have things to do, people to help, prayers to consult.
Una was right. A good night's sleep would do wonders for you. I could even offer you some coupons at a beautiful swamp spa.
Fine, I'll take 1 or 2, though they won't be put to much use. If I rest now, who will this world have faith in? I shall see you tomorrow.
What are you going to do, Claymore? It's always nice to see burnout happening in real time. That is what my coworkers say to me every day.
Don't worry, I'll go with her and make her some soup. Soup always helps me when I have a headache, and it looked like she has a big one. Do you want some soup as well?
Yes, please.
I'll bring some by tomorrow. Do you have any allergies?
Nope. Thank you, Clay.
Anytime. Then the recipe will be a surprise. Have a superb day.
I wish they had make it like superb, but the joke still stands.
I'll take some of those coupons too.
Wonderful.
Talking through everything really helped. Thank you.
Happy to hear that. I hope you held on to those seashells. Catching up with some astral friends might make you feel a little better.
Actually, I was thinking I could use the shells to make some friendship bracelets for Tia and I. I want to carve them into stars. I think that sometimes you have to make something beautiful out of the thing that hurt you. Otherwise, you're left with the anger that has nowhere to go. Do you like being angry?
No.
Me neither.
But we all get angry sometimes. It's not the most fun, but it is important. Never getting angry doesn't solve anything either. It just makes you smaller and smaller until people no longer see you as someone they need to think about.
At least they're not scared of you.
Anger doesn't make you any more of a monster than silence makes you a saint. But be a whole person, Clay, and don't be scared of who that is.
I'll try, Innkeeper. Thank you. I hope you find a way back to yourself, too.
He is the cutest thing ever. Clay is a sweet, gentle half-giant. He loves animals and can communicate with them, a skill no one should underestimate. He believes in the good in people and is exceptionally empathetic. On the other hand, he is also very strong and a remarkable fighter. He must be protected at all costs, correct? Thank you, Clay. Me too. He is by far my favorite character. My day be done yet? Nope. I still have to get through the night cycle. Scully, my boy, is back. Top of the evening to you. Welcome to my tavern. Oh, what do my magical eyes see? New faces, new acquaintances. With whom do I have the pleasure today? Yes, it's a bad British accent, I'm aware. No, oh, shoot. No way, a speaking skeleton. I haven't seen one of those in a long time. Hello there, how incredibly rude of me to leave out introductions. My name is Scully. Annie's so polite as well. You can call me Una, Mr. Scully, and that one over there is my friend Jade. Ah, a fellow Mida, but with more skin left. Which isn't immensely difficult, I suppose. Glad to make your acquaintance, Una, and her friend Jade. That's a beautiful necklace you have there, Jade. Something about it looks really familiar. Don't you think, Scully? I have no clue what you're talking about. It does remind me of Scully in a way. When was the last time you were digging around in graves? Never. I think your senses might be deteriorating with age. Just like your ability to win while cheating. Ha! Don't get smart with me now. Oh, Asteria's worst beast tamer. Oh, the wonders of friendship. You two seem to get on so well. Oh, absolutely. I think I should be going now. I still have work to do. What a coincidence. Wait, shit. What a coincidence. I happen to want to say the same thing. But wouldn't it be rude of us to leave that distinguished gentleman all by himself? I think one of us should definitely stay a little longer. Isn't it cool that both of you have bones made of shimmery gemstones? That is true. I haven't seen another Mida since... well, since I woke up. So, anywhere between 2 weeks and 2 centuries. See, it's a match already. Would be a shame if the two of you were to become friends. Huh? Anyway, see ya. That was quick. Indeed. I guess a woman her age does know what she wants. No, not him, but him. Anything. Oh, it's fallen off multiple times. Don't worry, Eltron. It does 100% fall off. I think his eyebrows are fucking nailed to his face. Good mythical morning. It's well past sunset, Hex. That might be true, but it's still morning somewhere, I know. You got it, but today I'm not here to talk with you about primordial magic. Today we're going to celebrate my sister.
Greetings, everyone.
Come on in. Pleased to meet you. My name is Scully. Jade. You can call me Hex, and this is Grace, my little sister. Yes, I know, she's taller than me. You can keep it to yourselves. We're here to celebrate, not to roast, though some fire might be fun. No fireballs inside Hexagon. If you insist, a fireless party it is then. My bones are aching for a party. I haven't attended one in what feels like an eternity. What's the occasion? My wonderful talented sister successfully defended her wizard doctoral thesis just today. She can now call herself an actual full-blown Selenite witch.
It's not that special, honestly.
I beg to differ. That's a majorly big deal. Congrats. I must congratulate you as well. Quite an outstanding achievement indeed.
You're very sweet, thank you.
I have to agree with everyone. You should be proud of yourself. How about a drink on the house to celebrate your graduation?
Hex already told me that you're a real magical connoisseur. I would love to taste one of your creations, Innkeeper. But I don't know what to pick. Could you recommend something for me?
Of course. How about a drink for your wits? Your brain must be tired after debating your professors all day.
That sounds lovely. My brain could use a little pick-me-up.
Coming right up. I'm hoping this is my last interaction of the game today. You're gonna get basic bitch drinks, actually. I don't feel like doing anything special for you two.
My, this is delightful.
See? I told you. She definitely knows her craft. Say, Innkeeper, do you have a PhD in mixology by any chance? PhD in mixology? Last time I checked, no. But I do have a lot of experience. Took me a while to get the hang of it.
I can tell your drinks are really tasty. I could easily go for another round of debating right now.
Is anyone else up for a drink? Nah, not yet. I'm still energized from earlier. Scully, Hex, what about you two? I'm good. I don't want to steal the show today. I would love a refreshment for these old bones, actually. Perhaps something that will bring back the charm of the old days. At your service. I can't remember if it's like this. Yep, there it is. Big braining it, I don't even need the recipes anymore. Here you go, a drink for the charming gentleman. Oh, what a lovely taste. It warms my bones inside and out. Should I be worried? Maybe it's an undead thing. Well, theopractically it would be possible for magic drink to warm up one's bones. You just need... After is fine too, Junie. He's making it work best for
you and your wild dreams, Hexy.
Actually, Ultron, if you notice right here, there is a cup right underneath his gullet. So he has a container for the drink.
Maybe leave those experiments to someone with an actual laboratory for once.
Ah, all that talk about studying and degrees brings back so many old memories. I also was a scholar once. I spent my life as an archivist at the Gaian Everbloom Archives, to be exact. A catch can indeed. 2 ribs, 1 cup, no, Marvin. Bad Marvin. Well, before my supposedly eternal slumber.
I've read a lot about the old archivists, but I've never had a chance to talk to one.
Well, obviously they're all dead.
All of them?
Yes, the archives were destroyed ages ago. They're mostly a myth now.
Oh, that's quite sad. A lot of knowledge must have gotten lost with them.
I guess so.
If you wouldn't mind, Scully, I'd love to hear more about them. Maybe we can revive some of that old knowledge?
It would be my pleasure, but sadly I cannot remember much of my research. All those years below ground and without sunlight don't seem to have been too good for my memory. You know, also the lack of brain probably doesn't help.
Oh, it would help? Having a fleshy...
It's been a few centuries since I've been alive, so I'm not even sure where one would find the archives nowadays. Or their ruins, rather. What's up, Scully? What do you got for me? Scully is before his death, he was an archivist at the Everbloom Archives. He cared for and archived all kinds of knowledge and the history of this world. Maida have surnames matching the gemstone their bones are made of. He remembers the word alabaster. Considering the color of his skeleton, it would certainly be a match. Race Hex, 42, she, her, half-elf, wizard. She's the hero. Okay, so we're almost done meeting characters. So upright, it's conformity, compassion, social approval, tradition, and legacy, but reversed, it's bucking trends, vulnerability, feeling adrift, and blind faith. Maybe that could help. A little, I believe. I might have even woken up close by. My early memories as a skeleton are quite hazy. During my lifetime, the archives were located deep underground. Gaia's lively blessings were juxtaposed with a hostile and lifeless mountain range. They were surrounded by nothing but rocks and boulders as sharp as talons and fangs. Even if you made it out of the mountains, you'd be greeted by either dry steeps or a poisonous lake. There it goes! Ultron, there goes the mustache. Even with its own little comical sound. And then he puts it back on. The liquid in that lake could singe the meat right off your bones. I knew someone that fell in the lake once. I remember it as if it were yesterday. I think you fell in the lake, buddy. Well, that sounds like not the best place to build an important archive stronghold. Wouldn't necessarily agree. They say the books and the scrolls of the Maidan archives contain all the mysteries of our world and the realms that surround us. Of course, you have to protect that knowledge. It would be a shame if someone... Anyways. I think I know the place Scully's talking about. Oh? Sounds just like the gravel mech. Sharp rocks next to a poisonous lake? There's no way a location like that exists twice, on this plane at least. Or else I'd have heard of it. I wouldn't recommend going there. I bet it's exceptionally dusty after all these years. But think about those hidden treasures and knowledge left untouched for millennia.
That sounds a little too ambitious, even for you.
Fine. Your delicate wizard sensibilities wouldn't last a day in the gravel mech anyway.
Oh, and you would?
Who can say? Anyway, I gotta go now. Shared enough secrets of the trade today already. Then Jade over here. She's surprisingly good with animals and even has a little turtle accompanying her. Only two-headed sheep are giving her a hard time somehow, but through her travels, she's learned how to handle all sorts of people and how to win against them at card games, fair and square, or not fair at all. Does that mean we're gonna meet them at least 3 times to get, like... I think the 3rd time is when I stop seeing them. Okay, interesting. Thank you for your reluctant service. What a lovely young lady. She would have made for a great archivist. And a grumpy one.
I'm sure she just had a long day. As have I, honestly, I'm very tired.
I'm absolutely sure of that. Yep, they called him John because he was the assistant of a detective. But You seem like the kind of person to downplay your achievements.
And getting your PhD really isn't something small or insignificant.
It's nothing really. I spent a lot of time researching. Defending my thesis was a mere formality.
Scully and my point still stands. I'm sure your brother would agree with us.
Absolutely. You're all very kind. I really appreciate it. How about we call it a day? It's already getting late.
A splendid idea, as I would expect from a witch like you. Alright, what's Grace's thing? Grace is a Selenite witch who just successfully defended her wizard's PhD thesis. She's calm and gentle and seems to be a bit tired of her brother's chaotic experiments. Her older brother's experiments. Even though he is shorter than her and looks younger, Grace is actually the younger sibling. By 6 whole years. Seems fair. Hope you get to enjoy the rest of your evening, innkeeper. I will, theopractically. Can I do my quest and be done for the day? Because I would actually love to raid out. Yeah, I am. Raiders of the Lost Archives. The Lost Maiden Everbloom Archives are said to offer infinite knowledge to anyone with unanswered questions. Its ruins lie deep within the Gravelmac, a dangerous and lifeless mountain range that even seasoned adventurers try to avoid. If that wasn't enough, the mountains are also said to be haunted by nightmarish, bleak stalkers. Let's just hope they don't find abandoned archives cozy and inviting. I know who's picking that one up the next day. But we won't be here to see it, though. I'm gonna save, and we're gonna call it a night. Save. Load. Yeah. What unsaved progress? I just saved. Alright, let me go see who I've got currently on, because I don't actually have a lot of people up right now. Alright, I'm gonna send you out now. I hope everyone has a great rest of their evening, and I will see you Thursday. No, actually, I'm gonna be back tomorrow on Sniff's channel. Hold on, who am I kidding? Tomorrow, Sniff and I are doing Nancy Drew. I'm a liar. I'm a fucking liar. I'm so sorry. Hope